I decided to edit this graphic into the front of this video so that after I explain what's happening here and also demonstrate what's happening, that you can just go straight back to the very beginning of the video, and this will act as sort of like a visual aid to help you understand what's happening, because not a lot of people use Legacy, so hope this helps. Also, this came from one of EternalDahaka's videos, and I'll leave a link to that video in the description. Hey guys, I wanted to talk about a problem that I think doesn't get enough attention, and that's the problem with the Legacy thumbstick layout in Destiny 2 and the later Halo games. So most first-person shooters have multiple options that let players choose a stick layout they feel most comfortable with. For me, that's Legacy. Destiny 2 has 4 options for stick layouts, just like every Halo title has the same 4 layout options. This makes sense considering Bungie created the Halo franchise as well as the Destiny franchise. Some of these similarities are identical, the same 4 layout options, the same button mapping options, etc. The original Halo trilogy, the first 3 Halo games, so that's Halo Combat Evolved, Halo 2, and Halo 3, do not have this issue that I'm talking about. However, every other Halo game, Halo Reach, ODST, Halo 2 Anniversary, Halo 4, Halo 5 Guardians, and Halo Infinite all have this problem with Legacy thumbsticks, and so does Destiny 1 and Destiny 2. But this issue exists nowhere else in video games. It is present only in the later Halo titles and only both the Destiny titles. It's not present in Call of Duty games or Battlefield games or Borderlands, The Division, Apex Legends, Overwatch, Back 4 Blood, Outriders, or whatever other game has Legacy in it. Even the original games where the Legacy layout first appeared, that would be GoldenEye and Perfect Dark on the Nintendo 64, those games don't have this problem either. So this is a later development. And here's the big question. What changed? What happened after the first 3 Halo games to introduce this look strafe issue with the Legacy sticks, where previously it had not existed? This goes for Destiny as well, because Destiny has the exact same identical issue with Legacy that the later Halo titles also have. The ones that came out after Halo 3, excluding the first 3 Halos. So why does Legacy work fine in the first 3 Halo games and every other game that has a layout as an option? Why does it work perfectly fine in those first 3 Halo games, but has this problem in Destiny and the later Halo games? What exactly is this problem? Why is it worth going through all the trouble to make this video? Legacy, just like the default layout option, is a setting within the game's menus. I think it goes without saying that all of the settings offered in a game should work properly. There shouldn't be any issues with the functions of settings, right? Especially not a setting that's so important and central to playing the game as a setting that determines how a player moves and aims in the game. So Legacy, just like the default layout, is one of the settings that if you were to change it to a different setting, it would have an immediate and overwhelmingly disruptive effect on how a player plays the game. So having the stick layout options work flawlessly should, I would think, be a top priority for any game developer. On the Legacy and Legacy Southpaw layout as well, strafing right and left is mapped to the right stick. So if you move the right stick to the left or the right, you will strafe to the left or to the right. And also mapped to the right stick is look up and look down. So if you move the right stick up or down, you will also look up or look down. So if a Legacy player wants to strafe left and look up at the same time, for example, the right stick must be moved in a diagonal direction. So not perfectly horizontally, and not perfectly vertically, but in a diagonal direction, so that you can perform strafe left or right and look up or look down at the same time, and which happens all the time, every few seconds. The legacy layout in Destiny and the later Halo games is so messed up, so screwed up, so non-functional, so poorly designed that there's only a tiny sliver of the right stick's range of motion where strafe and look can happen at the same time. It's a very small area. It's incredibly hard to do this. So what happened in the expanse of time between Bungie's first 3 Halo games and the release of the Destiny games that caused Legacy to lose some basic core look and strafe functionality that all other stick layouts have? What happened that caused Legacy to lose some of that look functionality? That's what my question is. So Bungie, if you're watching this, could you investigate why the 2 Legacy layouts have lost some essential look control functionality and restore Legacy to how it's supposed to work, how it works in the first 3 Halo games, how Legacy works in every other shooter? Because I've used Legacy my whole life in video games, and this problem exists only in Destiny and only in the later Halo games. It is not present in any other game. Thanks for listening. The rest of this video is just me demonstrating this problem in various games. So the Halo games and Destiny and a few other games that don't have this problem. So I think I picked some popular ones like Call of Duty, Vanguard, some other games, Battlefield 2042, Apex Legends, I think. And there might be a couple others in there as well. But if you pay close attention to how I am, and I'm using legacy thumbsticks in these videos, in these clips, you can see that on the right stick, I am moving the stick to the left or to the right, and that causes me to strafe left or strafe right. And also at the same time, I'm trying to look up and look down, because that's how you strafe and look up and down at the same time, is by moving the stick in the way that you see me moving it. So this is basically a test throughout all these different games to find out which games have this problem and which games don't have this problem. And hopefully Bungie can do something about it, because I sure can't do anything about this. But yeah, anyways, that's the rest of this video. So from here until the end of the video, they're just clips of me showing this problem showing this problem happening in some games but not others. So hopefully this would be helpful to try to locate how this problem happened and hopefully fix it.